Cheers to these mini beer mug cake pops. I'm crumbling up my vanilla cake until it's a fine, grainy texture, adding some vanilla American buttercream, giving that a good mix until it's a Play-Doh-like consistency. Start by rolling a round cake pop, then gently pressing in the sides to form a cylinder shape, making sure the top and bottom are nice and flat. Putting the cake pops on a tray lined with parchment paper, and then I chill them in the fridge. While the cake pops chill, I color my fondant yellow and then begin rolling it out into a nice thin strip, using a sharp knife to cut some little pieces that I shape into the handles of the beer mugs. When the handles are done, I set them aside to harden up a little bit, now taking some white melting chocolate and adding a powdered yellow food coloring. And whenever you work with powdered food coloring, make sure to really stir your chocolate. I also add a little bit of dark chocolate to the mix. Now the cake pop dough is nice and chilled. I take a lollipop stick, dip it in the melting chocolate, and gently press it in the bottom of the cake pop. Now time to begin dipping, and don't forget to tap, 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 twirl, tap, tap, and while the chocolate is still melted, press on the handle. You might have to hold it there for a few seconds while the chocolate starts to harden. When all the cake pops are ready, I get my nonpareil white sprinkles ready, pouring them into a bowl, and then put a Ziploc baggie into a glass so that I can pour in some white melting chocolate, closing up the Ziploc bag and then cutting off the tiniest little corner. Now comes the really fun part. I squeeze some of the white melting chocolate onto the top of the cake pop, making some little drips coming down around the edges, and then ever so gently dipping the white chocolate down into the sprinkles so that they stick to the chocolate and make it look like bubbly foam coming over the top of the glass. And now our adorable mini beer mug cake pops are all done. I hope you enjoyed. Follow for more.